And welcome to Caravel Academy and Delaware Live Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell. Joining me shortly will be Scott Kammerer here for the battle of the two #1 teams in the state for the undisputed #1 ranking here between Cape Henlopen High School and Caravel Academy wrestlers being introduced. Now let's start with the our projected starting lineups for tonight for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. The Cape Henlopen Vikings are a little undermanned tonight. Two #2 wrestlers not in the lineup. Kammerer at 170 and at 160. Fritchman will not wrestle tonight due to injuries. But there is your potential lineup for the Cape Henlopen Vikings and for the Caravel Academy. Powerhouse lineup with 4 returning state champs and several #1 rankers. 10 of their 14 wrestlers are ranked in the state. So we should have a good one here tonight between the Cape Henlopen Vikings and the Caravel Academy Buccaneers as they finish introducing the wrestlers. On the cameras for me there, Ethan Minshaw and Pat Gariantes. And Pat, although a basketball guy, he does have some wrestling blood in the family with Joey Potts, the former Salesian wrestler and current coach, I believe, assistant coach over for the Sal's. And getting ready to take his seat is our color commentator, Scott Kammerer. What was he starting at? 106 tonight. Our match of the night will be 132 pounds. Our Ioni's specialty sandwiches match of the night. We will have the Surf Bagel trivia question coming up mid-match. Make sure you put your answer in the chat. You cannot text me, can't call me, can't email me, can't call my wife, can't call Scott. You have to put it in the chat. And here he is, Scott Kammerer. Scott, hey, how's the trip up?
Hey, Benny, thanks so much. We're so excited to be here. #1 versus #1. Caravel Academy versus Cape Henlopen. Little depleted, as you probably talked about already. Yeah. But on display, a lot of state champions, a lot of big-time wrestlers, and we're excited to see what some of these guys have to show. Fresh off the Beast of the East Championship, you're going to see some top performers here today, Benny.
So as we said, Cape came in, as you said, a little undermanned. Promote this as the – oh, we got the national anthem. And coming up at for the Surf Bagel trivia question, you'll win a $25 gift certificate to Surf Bagel if you are the first one with the correct answer in the chat.
Thank God I bought Surf Bagel, Benny, because otherwise we would be short on sponsors here today.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now. We have a couple new sponsors, right?
We have Ioni's specialty sandwiches, and my cameraman here, Pat Garante, says the best around. Scott, he brought us a couple sandwiches to have after the match.
Benny, I thought that was you that smelled like pork and broccoli raw, but it turns out we're in really good shape here today. We've been well taken care of by Ioni's sandwiches.
We're going to start tonight at 106 pounds. And that's going to be Cliff Backish and Jacob Goodsell.
Yeah, and the Backish name is a name that's very familiar, Benny, to a lot of wrestlers.
His father,
here in Delaware,
former coach at Middletown. So here we go, 106 underway. Cape Henlopen in the yellow singlets. Caravel in the gray and white.
Yeah, and Godshell's a freshman. He's been wrestling real tough. He won some matches down at the Slam, and he had a tough match against the CR wrestler ranked number 2, I believe, at 106, and he was game. Gave up bonus but didn't get pinned. And I think some of the name of the game, Benny, and when you start to see guys that are maybe outgunned is what? Save bonus points?
Right. Backish with the quick takedown, looking for the swipes here, and he gets the full count. He'll have 3 back points coming up. Referee Eric Buxton.
Yeah, and I think what the coach is probably saying to young Backish is go out there and get your bonus points, son.
Right.
Get your points and wrestle hard.
Scott, don't want to confuse people with the Big Ten, whether we're the Big Ten Network, but we are going 3 camera angles here tonight.
Hey, no extra charge at home, folks. No extra charge for the big camera action.
Backish didn't start at the beginning of the season. His JV wrestler Rexroad was ranked, and then he came in the lineup for the Ray Oliver tournament, and has now found himself number 4 in the rankings. Went 2-2 at the Beast. And I believe he is 2-3 on the year. Ranked number 4 in our Delaware Live Sports rankings.
Fortunately, we have an algorithm here at 302 that does all the work. So
it's never human error.
It's never human error. So when people send in their comments about it, said, don't worry, the AI, the computer is going to take care of it. There was a kid over at my house yesterday talking about the rankings, Benny, and questioning my involvement in them. And I said, I'm mostly moral support. I said, math wasn't my strong suit.
Right. Oh, bar and a half. Here comes the big cookie maybe for Backish, but not able to turn Goodsell with 18 seconds left here in the first period.
Read the article today in the Delaware Online. Delaware, one of the only state in the United States where the wrestlers are wearing masks, Benny.
Yes. End of the first period, score 5-0 for Backish. And we'll go to the quick intermission. Scott, we talked about this last year. I'm hoping when this whole mask thing's over, which I hope sooner than later, that we stick to this 15-second break, because talking to referees and coaches, a lot less of the I don't want to call them fake injuries, but
we call it the whirlybird.
The whirlybird, yeah.
The whirlybird.
A lot less whirlybird.
Hey, anytime there's less whirlybirds in our sport, we're better. Hey, most combat sports, they have rounds and they take breaks and they regroup. So why not us?
Backish with the quick reversal. He goes up 7-0. So right now he's just a point away from bonus.
I'm super impressed with Backish. I think he's technically really sound. He's strong. He's aggressive. I mean, he's only an 8th grader, Benny.
Right, correct. And their 8th grader last year ended up winning a state title.
Yeah, he looked great last year, Radecki. He had an excellent year. He stormed through the states, and I think he'd be the senior in the finals.
Yes, he did. There's 2. Here comes the big cookie. Got it deep this time. He's got the half elbow deep. Referee Eric Buxton puts on the count.
Eric Buxton told me earlier in the year he likes to do the good matches, which is either a lot of quick pins, Benny,
right,
or 2 excellent teams. So either one he's happy with.
Turns it into a double arm bar. Plenty of time, a long time for Goodsell to be in the middle of the mat with both his arms behind his back. And
Goodsell's a gamer, but I think he's in deep trouble here, Benny. This could be it. There's a second 8th grader in the rankings here at 106 this year, Scott, and that's Anthony Andrews from Seaford. He's ranked number 3 in the state. His only loss in the state so far has been to number 1 ranked Malachi Stratton. Ranked number 2 is Alec McAvoy from Cesar Rodney, Andrews Backish, Mason Quintana from Salesianum, and Isaac Soto Perez out of Sussex Tech. Round up your rankings at 106 pounds. Looking for Till Hill is Backish, 24 seconds on the clock. It's great to see some of these 8th graders, Andrews and Backish, that we've seen tearing up the youth sports, doing a great job, and maybe at the Benny States at Sussex Tech and over the years. So it's good to see him on the varsity level here. Little Anthony came back. He took some time off, and he came to our club. He's been back working out with our club guys, and
talked to his dad, and he said, maybe I didn't think it before, but maybe the break was good for him. He comes back out, and he finishes second at the Del Mar tournament to Stratton. And sometimes kids just need that little break. I think one thing I noticed last year with COVID is, Scott, we lost a guy that wasn't sure if he really was a wrestler. I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Right.
I don't blame that guy.
But I think the sport has picked up a lot of new kids.
Yeah, I think it has too. I think that the more we can expand our sport, the more we can get people involved. I love girls wrestling. I think that's a big part of our future, is having girls wrestling, especially in college where it offsets the Title IX issues, where you have girls and boys wrestling. Girls wrestling boys, obviously they're at a disadvantage.
And there's a takedown for Backus and the tech fall. So he gets the bonus, does his job, and the Caravel Bucks go up 5-0.
Now, I think if you were at full strength at Cape Henlopen, that point would make a difference.
Right.
I think tonight it's probably not going to make a difference, but it would make a huge difference on that.
So coming out for Cape Henlopen, we have Max Meadows.
Yeah, and Ronnie Perez, who's the usual starter, is in protocol.
Coach Mattiani said they're having some COVID issues and
some other issues.
And he's going to go up to the guy that made a name for himself last year as the 106-pound state champ as an eighth grader, Eddie Radke.
Yeah, Eddie Radke had just an outstanding season, like a dream season last year, really, for an eighth grader. Just looked strong and fast and powerful the whole season. And we're expecting more of the same from him this year, really.
Right. He is 8-4 on the season. He won the Ray Oliver and then went 2-2 at the Beast. And there he is on that low single, brings it up to mid-level. And cradle's there if he wants it, and it is. He takes it, takes the cradle from his feet and gets the 2.
And this might be quick, Benny, so let me go through the rankings. It's Eddie Radke, Caravel, ninth grader, number 1. Cameron Davis from Salesianum is the junior, ranked number 2. Julian Rapano from Del Castle is a senior and ranked 3. Matthew Meadows from St. George's, who I feel like has been wrestling for 20 years.
At the same weight.
At the same weight, is a senior. Wyatt Miller, who is really tough at Smyrna junior. I think he was bumped out of the lineup last year, back and forth, but now he's in. And Colin Nowak from Wilmington Charter. It's good to see Wilmington Charter with some kids. He's ranked 11th.
And there's a fall for Eddie Radke. And the Caravel Bucks go up 11-0.
And we kind of expected this, a little bit of a runaway here in the lower weights. When you have a defending state champ down low, you're definitely going to get some bonus points. He looked all business, though. He looked like he's ready for a run deep into the state tournament again this year.
That's going to take us to 120 pounds, where we're going to have Holt Baker for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. He's a senior, 4-4 on the season. And looks like they're sending out Shane Canty, 0-2 on the season. He's a sophomore. I'll tell you what this kid is. He's a backup 113. And, Scott, I watched a couple matches where he went toe-to-toe with Copes when they were in middle school. So this is not a bad guy to have in your backup.
Yeah, and if you could have a guy like this in your backup, it gives you the ability to bump up some of those other guys, or maybe even sit some of your studs on days when they could take a break after the Beast.
Baker in on a single. And got to look like maybe a low leg cradle here. And he does take down Baker.
Baker's a pinner, Benny. He looks to put kids away.
And gets the quick pin.
So he's looking to move up himself. So at 120, Gabe Giambitro is a number 1 ranked from Smyrna. Trevor Copes from Milford, he's a hammer. Colin Honecker from Salesianum is 3rd. Evan Cordry, another freshman from Sussex Central, is having a great year. Marcello Iannone is the 10th grader. He's 5th at this weight, and he either got bumped out or bumped up for this tournament to take a little break. And Stanley Pete, the 9th grader from Laurel, is ranked 6th according to the algorithm, which is a high-priced machine we're using here over at 302. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. So here we are, Benny.
126 pounds. It's Josh Wright for the Cape Henlopen Vikings. And the 2-time state champ, Luke Poore, just placed 5th at the Beast of the East over the weekend.
I really feel like Delaware has a really strong group of elite wrestlers this year. A lot of them are on Caravel, and they have multiple place winners. I think we had seven place winners this year at the Beast.
Gets it on a sweep single. Wright trying to hold off the Wizard, but Poor goes behind. Poor was a sophomore NHSA national champion last spring.
Yeah, and looking at Wright's records, he likes to pin or be pinned.
Right.
Not big on the decision.
I raised one of those kids.
Yeah, he's a no risk it, no biscuit kind of guy.
Right.
Oh, beautiful duck.
Oh, nice duck too. Takedown for Poor.
And Poor's a grinder. He's another one of those kids that has been successful for a long time, but he hasn't let the success really deter his hard work ethic. So he's a hard worker, gym rat. And
looking for the fall here is with the deep half is Poor. Has the count going.
So at 126, Poor is ranked number 1. Brandon Carr from Archmere, a really strong freshman, 2. Quantez Watkins from Smyrna is 3, Benny. Josh Alvarez, who's sitting out today.
No, he's in the lineup.
Oh, he's in the lineup?
Yes.
He's bumping up to 32. Brady Barkowski from Slasianum and Avery Rosa from Polytech rounds out your top 6.
Got the grapes in. Now looking for the fall and gets it. And that puts up Caravel 17-6.
Let me tell you, Eric Buxton is loving this match so far.
Oh, yeah.
This is right up his alley.
So, Scott, it's time for the Ionone steak or specialty sandwiches match of the night at 132 pounds, featuring from Caravel, Dylan Knight. He's a 2-time independent conference champion, 2-time state finalist. And then he's taking on Josh Alvarez out of Cape Henlopen. Georgia 5A qualifier last year, finished 3rd in his region. So sit back and enjoy this one, folks. Your Ionone specialty sandwich match of the night.
Yeah, and a lot of the fans of Delaware Wrestling have been very familiar with the Dylan Knight, Jack Toady battles through the finals for the past couple of years, and these two are lining up to have another battle this year because number 1 ranked at 132 is Jack Toady. Number 2 is Dylan Knight. Daniel Williams, who seems like he's been around forever too.
Yeah, he's only a junior.
He's only a junior from DMA. Maja Smith from Caesar Rodney, who we got to see recently.
Take down Knight early.
Evan Brumall from Sussex Central and Kyle Weaver, who's had a great career at Laurel.
He just won the Hattie Duncan on Saturday.
Yeah, he's a kid that's really improved. We're proud of him.
Knight with the deep half in.
So
there was talk of Knight going down to 20 this year, but
I don't see it.
I talked to Coach Walsh, and he said he'll be at 32, rank him at 32. And he's getting the swipes here midway through the first period.
Did you say 26 or 20?
He said 20. He's certified. He could go 20 through the body fat.
Yeah, Josh Alvarez missed the beast and now is back for this big match, and this is a good introduction. I think he had the Caesar Rodney match.
Right.
He
was out for
Caesar Rodney. Yeah.
Knight all over him now, going to a cradle from his feet, takes it back. Alvarez able to break the lock. 28 seconds to go here in the first period, but he clocks it back up, rolls it through. Now he gets that bottom knee in the side.
Man, Knight looks great.
And that's 3 back points for Dylan Knight. He goes up 8-0.
That's a quick 8 points.
Lead for Dylan Knight as the buzzer sounds for the end of the first period. This is only the second match that's going out of the first period tonight, Scott.
Yeah, Knight looks a little gimpy there for a second. He's the one that's had a great career in Delaware and really wrestled good at the varsity level, junior high level. He was unbelievable junior high and at the youth level.
Right.
So he's a guy we've seen wrestle, wrestling aficionados in the state of Delaware. I've seen him a lot.
Second period underway with Alvarez in the top position. Here comes up Peterson and brings subs up. He's going to look to isolate that far ankle.
You know, Benny Caravel's put together a tremendous team, and I think they've done it with elite guys really from all over the area, and they've put them together in a room, and they've trained together, they've improved, they have good coaching. I mean, Caravel's really put together a program. They finished first in the Beast they won the Governor's Trophy.
Right.
So, I mean, they got it going on right now.
Knight gets the escape. He's up 9-0. And this is what, number 1 versus number 4, so.
Well, I think Alvarez is ranked at 26.
That's correct. He is ranked at 26. You're right. So number 4 at 26 against number 2 at 132. 9-0 score here in your Iannoni's specialty sandwich match of the night.
Do we know what the specialty sandwiches we got? Is it the pork and broccoli raw?
I do not know. I know I got I hope there's no broccoli in there. I can't stand broccoli. I know there's a grilled Italian in there for me.
Oh, grilled Italian, you say? Oh, well, that sounds very good.
Guess I know what we're doing in the parking lot after the match. Huh?
Times have changed, Benny. We were awkwardly standing either sub in the parking lot.
Knight tries to shrug to a low ankle, not there. Alvarez able to circle away. 44 seconds ago here in the second period. 9-0 lead for Knight.
How long do we think these masks are going to be in effect in Delaware?
Tomorrow wouldn't be soon enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh, sweep there by Knight, and looking for that outside carry. Gets the takedown and goes up 11-0.
Knight's putting on a clinic here today. All kinds of different moves and takedowns. And
here goes with a Merkle.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand the safety issue on the mask going back to last year.
But they're falling on. I mean, it's not like
it's not even helping. Yeah, it's of no help whatsoever. It's really.
My youth club kids, I tell them.
There's no enforcement. I mean,
because we're in practice and they're reaching for their mask in the middle of wrestling.
Yeah. While you're getting taken down.
Right.
Yeah.
That's going to move us to the third period. I think that's going to be the first third period match tonight, Scott.
Yeah, Bucks is going to need some extra money here if this goes to the third
period.
Right.
11-0 score lead for Dylan Knight. He's got the major belt.
Yeah, and typically you see they build it, and then once they build the major, they start to look for big bonuses.
Scott, I'm going to tell you, we are going to switch up on the trivia questions tonight because I want to make sure we have it right before we ask the good one.
Oh, do we know? Does it matter if it's right or not? Or?
I've been caught before. But we're going to get up with our Delaware expert.
We have enough.
Jason Bastianelli.
Oh, is he? He is an expert. But we have enough experts.
He seems
here.
to. You ask some questions, he'll have the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll let us know. We have super hard.
Oh, shrug by, not there, not able to get it. Now he takes it to a Russian. Or sorry, Scott, 2-on-1.
We had a super hard. Yeah, don't ever call it. Don't give them credit for anything, Benny. But we had some hard ones last year. They figured it out in 30 seconds.
Right.
Is Jason eligible for a surf?
No, I think he's related, correct?
It's
family, correct?
Nepotism's only good if you keep it in your family.
Take down Dylan Knight. Goes up 13-0.
So Caravel's up 17-6 right now, and
this is actually Alvarez's first match back. I guess since the Southern Slam. He's been out since then.
Yeah, that was down at the Southern Slam. That's a good tournament. It's no beast.
Right.
But a lot of state champs: Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, Virginia. A lot of guys from Virginia.
42 seconds left.
Woodward was the good team down there. Woodward Academy. They're a top 25 national team. I was super impressed with Blair. Blair looked great.
It did.
Yeah,
and they showed up on Sunday.
They showed up. Wyoming Sem did not look. They were not super impressive. Lake Highland Prep was good. Talking about the national.
How about Del Barton out of New Jersey?
I mean, if you like a $68,000 a year school, that's your spot, buddy, right there, man.
Good weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the power half. He's getting the swipes. He's got enough for the tech fall. And Dylan Knight is going to be your winner of your Iannoni's specialty sandwich match of the night.
Yeah, that's a statement match for Dylan Knight. That's a welcome to Delaware statement match, I think. The good thing is Davey Frederick's happy for him no matter what. He's win, lose, or draw, he's supporting you.
He is the inspiration.
Yeah, he's the inspiration.
That's going to move us to 138 pounds. That's going to put us halfway into the duel. And at the end of this duel, we will have the Surf Bagel trivia question. It'll be wrestling trivia.
Thank God I bought Surf Bagel. All right, who do we have here, Benny? We have number 1 ranked Michael Kling.
Michael Kling ranked number 1 at 138 pounds. And he's going up against Andrew Shane, transfer. I think he's originally was
he was a Beacon kid.
A Beacon kid, and
transferred to Lake Forest.
Right.
Was in the blood round, lost in the blood round. I think at 126 last year, and now he's at 138 here. And he's a guy that could hang around the rankings, maybe break into the top 6 here, possibly with a good showing or a big upset. He's got his hands full with
Kling. Kling is a guy that has worked his butt off. He worked all last summer. And I'm noticing one thing, Scott, about this Caravel group is they like to attack the low single.
Yeah, the other thing is, I think Kling, it's been a huge advantage being in the room with the Poors, with Hall, with Dylan Knight, and some of these other guys, Antonio. It's iron sharpens iron. So, when you get a situation like this, these guys are going to improve.
And
wow.
just as I talked about how good their sweep single is,
wow.
Kling hits a double. That gets 2 back.
That's a grown man move right there,
right.
Benny. So talking about 138, since you were asking, Michael Kling is from Caravel, is ranked number 1. He's a senior. Daniel Sinclair, who was in the finals last year and lost to Trent Grant, is second. He's a junior. Jamar Wells, who has had a great freshman and sophomore campaign and could be the most played kid in the whole state. He's a junior, ranked number 3. Keegan Barnes from Redlines, a newcomer to me. Aaron Briscoe from Milford, who is super dangerous. He could upset anybody at any time. He's number 5. And Cameron Cataldi, who we got to watch last week, who's a stud, is ranked number 6.
He's got the cradle here, Scott. 43 seconds to go. Gets that lower knee into the ribs, and it's a pin for the number 1 ranked Michael Kling.
Yeah, Kling looks like he's on another level from last year to me. He's head and shoulders above the rest of the group here from what I've seen so far this year, Benny.
So we're going to see Cape's first number 1 ranked wrestler tonight. It's going to be Mikey Frederick as he goes up against Jordan Miller. So Scott, it's time for the trivia question. Folks, since we're at Caravel, we'll ask a Caravel question. Who were the first state champs in the Caravel program? And I say state champs for a reason.
Who were the first state champs in the Caravel program?
Their first ever state
team
champs.
Or individual?
Individual, because they came the same year.
Was it pre-1956?
Post. So put
we
your
have some people that can answer that.
Put your answer in the chat. Caravel Academy's first state champion, and they came the same year.
Mikey Frederick, who was 3rd in 2021, he's a senior. The 302 Sports Machine has him ranked at number 1, 9-4. He's wrestling Jordan Miller, a junior, who's 4-3, and running through these rankings. Benny, 45's looking tough. Carson Kist from Salesianum is 2. Abdul Ahmad Stats from Lake Forest is 3. Bryce Mullen from Smyrna, a tough senior, is 4. Xavier Limehouse from Laurel is a 10th grader. He's 5th. And Donnie Morton from Wilmington Friends, he's a senior. He's 6th. So that rounds out the 302 Sports Machine top 6.
And while you read out Mikey Frederick is a sweep single for a takedown. Miller gets the escape. We're 2-1 here in the first period. High crouch attempt by Frederick. And in on a single, Miller, it looks like he might have the keys to the weight room here, Scott.
Yeah, it looks like that was a little inside trip that Miller fought off. Yeah, he's definitely – I think it might be the lights, Benny. The lights are helping with the muscle.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe we should get out there and take a look and see
if it works on us,
see if it helps on us, yeah. That'd be some magical lights, buddy. That'd be some magical lights.
This is the brand new mat light here at Caravel Academy. Mike Wells was excited to display that.
As he should be.
Little outside carry for a takedown for Frederick.
He's put together a really good coaching staff and a really good team here. He should be proud of himself. Delaware's proud of him.
So, Scott, start thinking. We're halfway through. Start thinking about a hammer of the night, because we will talk to that person at the end of the night.
Man, so many good choices. So many number 1s. I mean, how many number 1s we got here? 1,
they have 4,
2, 3, 4. We got 2, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it's a shame we couldn't see some of these matches, like at 170, number 1 versus number 2.
And 160.
160, number 1 versus number 2 would have been a great match.
End of the first period. Again, folks, no winner yet on the trivia question. Who were Caravel Academy's first ever individual state champs? And I say state champs for a reason, because
2 the same year.
2 the same year.
So they didn't have any.
And then they had 2.
Were they workout partners?
Oh, I would think so. Because they were back-to-back weight classes.
Yeah, you see that a lot where you get a lot of guys that are, help each other in the room. And
well, you kind of see it here. You look at their number 1s; they're right next to one another. 1s and 2s are all together.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at Cape, they kind of have that murderer's row thing going on too, and from 45 to 70, everyone's either 1 or 2, and they've been working out with each other for years.
Nice throw by Frederick. Gets to the leg. And
That's 2.
That's going to be 2.
Excellent call by Eric Buxton. I always want to call him his brother's name. That's showing my age.
Yeah. 6-2, or excuse me, 7-1 lead for Mikey Frederick here at 145 pounds.
Yeah, I think about a kid like Jordan, and like when they go groups of 3, who's he take? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not a lot of good choices. You always want one kid in there that you could get takedowns on no matter what.
We have a winner, and we'll announce at the end of this match. Scott,
really?
They seem to know you.
Uh-oh. Do they like Surf Bagel?
It's a Bastianelli, so.
Well, they're eligible.
All right.
It's through marriage.
There you go.
They're eligible.
45 seconds to go here in the second period. Frederick with a 7-1 lead. Caravel leads in the bout 28-6 on your score clock there at the bottom scoreboard at the bottom. You can see team score on the left, match score on the right with the wrestlers' names. And as an escape, I tell you what, Jordan Miller's not backing down. He's in on a shot here. I mean, it's kind of easy, Scott. Your team's up 28-6 halfway through, and you're in a tough match. Just lay down. He's not. He's taking 2 or 3 shots here.
And his coach said, hey, go out there, roll the dice. You're wrestling number 1 guy. Don't give up bonus. Keep it close. Hey, man, you keep it close. Anything could happen,
Take that on the edge. Frederick goes up 9-2, and the period ends.
How's the period end when they're walking over back to the
Somebody not paying attention. And they're going to put 6 seconds back on the clock. Eric Buxton, recently retired school teacher at Polytech, serves on the Kent County Levy, which is their county commissioners.
Yeah, and politics is in his family's blood.
Father was governor.
Yes, father was governor.
Like a week.
It's all right. Hey,
right, it's still governor.
Helps your pension.
That's right.
Regardless. But he's been active. He's been active in politics and stuff. I think pretty much his whole life. So it's good to see people giving back.
It's going to move us to the third period with Frederick up 9.
So Frederick's looking to put together a bonus and maybe look for a pin, and Miller's looking to steal a takedown here. Looks like they're going to go neutral in the third, Benny. So he's looking to steal it and mess up the whole program here. Steal a takedown, close the gap to 5. Keep the major away.
2 minutes on the clock. Third period coming up at 145 pounds.
Next up, we got Alex Poor, 3-time state champ, 8th in the Ironman. Ironman's a tough tournament.
We should have Antonio next. Poor's at 160.
Oh, sorry, Antonio. I sometimes think the Ironman's tougher than the Beast because you have all those Ohio teams.
It's showing it right now, yeah. I mean, we got guys that are, not placing at the Ironman and coming and placing at the Beast. And nice blast double by Frederick. They're going to go out of bounds.
The Ohio teams used to come to the Beast until they had that LeBron rule where you can't travel. So St. Paris Graham and a lot. Mississippi and Perry was there.
They were there, yeah.
But that was the only Ohio team I saw.
Scott, I think 38-45, we might see some moving there of the ranked wrestlers this year. Because there's some guys that, 26-32, 52-60. They've put some lids on state titles there, returning state champs. Or we might see some guys moving back and forth between 38 and 45 at the end of the season. It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
it's one of the,
you never know what's going to happen.
The 2 weights without a returning state champ.
Yeah, 38-45.
And Frederick throws him to his back and gets the pin.
Yeah, Frederick just kept grinding that out. Miller was game, though. He wrestled a really tough match, but, Frederick kept really grinding it out and looking to get his 6 points. So that brings it 28-12. 2 pins.
So 152, I think we have this is where the injury bug has hit the Vikings. So they're going to bring out Jaden Johnson, and he's going up against number 3 ranked John Antonio.
Yeah, so Cape Henlopen's number 1 at 152. Luke Bender, banged up from the Beast. He's not in the match.
He's coming banged up all year. I got to give that kid credit for. I mean, he's been hurting.
Yeah, and John Antonio's number 3. So just to go through the rankings, at 152, Luke Bender, number 1 from Cape Henlopen. Avery Copes, who placed 3rd at 160 last year from Milford, is number 2.
Yeah, it's a takedown, Antonio.
John Antonio, number 3 from Caravel, is a senior. Steve Novak from Delaware Military, who was 160 last year, drops to 152. And then Ahmad Stotts, the younger one, Nuruddin, is ranked 5th, and Connor Sullivan from Sally's. Sally's is loaded up, man. Sally's has a lot of ranked wrestlers this year. I think they have 9 or 10 of them, or maybe even 11, Benny. But Connor Sullivan is 6th. Oh, nice low single by Jaden Johnson. He's looking to finish.
4-1 lead by Antonio. He's in the top position. Minute to go here in the first period. Subs up, looking to get the reversal.
Antonio shut that down. Johnson's been in that lineup a little and filled in. He wrestled in Southern Slam when Bender was out for that, and he's had his opportunities and taken advantage of them. He's definitely got his hands full here tonight.
Right.
Good news is, kid, you're on the varsity lineup. The bad news is you're wrestling number 3 ranked.
Right. Who's another kid that has just improved of being in the Caravel room. 8-3 lead for Antonio. Your answer to the trivia question, folks, is Luke Robertus and Vinny Renato. They won back-to-back weight classes.
They did work out together.
Vinny Renato, the all-time winningest wrestler in Delaware history.
Man, he won a lot of matches. So,
Kristen Bastianelli, we have
Get out.
Yeah. We have a Surf Bagel gift certificate. Don't tell me it's Jason's wife. You're laughing.
I'm pretty sure she gets an employee discount.
And take that for Antonio. And I can attest that the trivia question was not the original one me and Scott talked about. That will come up later in the year. This was a new one, so it was no leaking of the information to family and friends.
She loves Surf Bagel.
Right.
And Jay's like, oh, Scott and Lisa bought Surf Bagel. And she's like, oh, my God, did you get me one? I'm like, no. They, bought the
right, they bought the shop.
They bought the shop, yes, which I thought was hilarious. So the answer is yes, you will get some bagels. Oh.
So another takedown by Kling. Kling is just pouring it on here in 2 backs. He goes up 14-4.
Antonio, because he does look like Kling.
Antonio, yeah.
Yeah, he looks just like they look, And
they wrestle a lot alike.
They wrestle a lot alike, yeah. These guys have definitely, Kling and Antonio, have benefited greatly from being in the room.
And I haven't seen a Caravel wrestler yet that doesn't walk to the practice room through the weight room.
Yeah. Now, is Antonio, is it his uncle or his dad that was a 4-timer? Or his cousin?
That I don't know, but I know he comes from that lineage out of the William Penn family.
Yeah.
12-4 lead for Johnny Antonio. He also played football this year for the Bucks.
That should be a trivia question.
I believe he was a receiver, was he not, Pat?
Paul, right? Paul's a 4-timer, right?
Yes, correct. Minute to go here in the third period, and he's going to give him the free release. And my guess is he wants to take him to his back. And here he comes, cement mixer here. He's just got to run those feet.
Man, that was tight.
Takedown by Antonio.
I
38 seconds on the clock.
I love when the fans scream you're too high.
Right, right. And that's a fall for John Antonio.
Yeah, he looked great. I mean, he's dramatically improved from last year. So coming up, we do have Alex Poor, 3-time state champ, 8th in the Ironman. He's wrestling Hayden Wheeler, first varsity match for Cape Henlopen. He's filling in for the injured C.J. Fritchman. So go over the rankings at 160, Alex Poor. Number 1, C.J. Fritchman, 2. Tim O'Hara, I think he placed 4th. I know. He might have placed 6th last year.
Yeah, I think he was in that last group.
Yeah, Cole Dempsey from Lake Forest, Wyatt Simmons from Polytech, and Luke.
Throw by takedown for Poor.
Luke Spoor from DMA, a freshman with a very familiar last name.
Yeah, that kid's going to be tough. I watched him growing up as a youth wrestler. One thing about being Wheeler and coming out here as your first varsity match, Alex Poor only has one gear.
Yeah.
He just goes after you or anybody.
Watching Wheeler on JV the last couple of years, he's really got one gear too. So
Alex Poor, 3-time state champ here for Caravel Academy.
He had some great his match with Wisniewski was probably an all-time classic.
Oh, the overtime.
Yeah, where he did the roll.
Got the escape and then came back and hit the duck.
Hit the duck, yeah. That was a great match.
So here we go, stopping because of a broken mask.
God forbid a broken mask.
Yeah.
Safety first, Benny. Safety first.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I don't think you can sell it to me.
Yeah, it's not working for me either. It's like a chain link fence to keep the mosquitoes out of your yard.
Right. Exactly. 34-12 is your team score here with the Caravel Bucks. Scott, I think coming back, our first match back will be Sussex Tech at Caesar Rodney, and then that following Wednesday, the big one, Smyrna and Cape Henlopen from Cape Henlopen High School. So I imagine you would join me on the call for that one.
We'll have plenty of Surf Bagel gift cards to give out.
A lot of answers to that one.
I've been thinking of a lot of good trivia.
Oh, ankle pick by Poor, not able to finish it. And gets the takedown.
One of the great things about wrestling, is even in your first varsity match, you can have a match just to wrestle with a guy that's at that caliber. Sometimes can be a good thing for you.
Well, you're in the Caravel room, and because the next guy we're going to see is 2-time state champ Nick Hall. In a pin for Caravel, and Coach says, hey, go over there with Hall and Poor.
Yeah, best of luck, young man.
Right.
All right, so here we have next match coming up. Nick Hall, 2-time state champ, 5th at the Beast. He's wrestling Leo Huntsberger, who's an 11th grader. He's 0-1 at 1. He's just down to 170.
He played football transfer from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he played football transfer from Pennsylvania, and he's filling in for the injured Carson Cameron, who's ranked 2nd in the state.
He's got his hands full tonight.
Yeah, he does have his hands full tonight. So 170, Nick Hall, a senior who had an incredible match. I'd say the match of the decade against Joey Natacola in overtime. Great match, incredible.
Right. I still think Poor Wisniewski is probably the all-time greatest match wrestled, but that was the greatest drama ever wrestled in Delaware history with Hall and Natacola.
Yeah. So Nick Hall's 1, Carson Cameron from Cape Henlopen's 2, Drew Simpson from DMA. He's an 11th grader. He's 3. I think he was 5th last year at 145. Anthony Lucien from Tower Hill, which are they wrestling the season this year?
They're
okay, good. He's an 11th grader. Timothy Edinger from Hodgkin is a senior, and Chase Timmons, whose brother's also a stud too.
Looking for the fall here early is Hall. Minute 30 to go in the first period. He gets the fall, and the Bucks go up 46-0. Getting back to his match last year, Scott, that was the number 2-time state champ versus 2-time state champ last year. Went into overtime. Just a classic.
Is that his 100th win?
It might be, yeah. Yes, it is.
Oh, good for him.
100 wins for Nick Hall on Caravel Academy.
Yeah, it's a big milestone for a wrestler. 100 wins is a big thing.
So we're going to move to 182 pounds. There's going to be Jack Wiggins for the Vikings.
He's a senior, 1-0. He's wrestling Matt Durante, state runner-up last year. He lost to Griffith. He's a junior, 8-5. He moved up from 170.
Right.
So the rankings at 182, Justin Griffith, who was 4th at Beast. Josh Negron, who was also 4th at the Beast. Matt Durante, who we're looking at here today. Brock Connor from Caesar Rodney, who has yet to wrestle, but he'll be back.
Yeah, he's coming back off a football injury.
Yeah. Greg Long from Polytech's a senior, and Tyler Downward from Smyrna's an 11th grader.
Yeah, Smyrna's a team. We've not really got to see the Smyrna team
true
yet.
lineup. Yeah, we haven't seen a true lineup yet. So 46-12 here. A lot of pins.
Excuse me for the call, folks.
It's all right.
Coming out of a sinus infection, and you know what's next after the drainage? The cough. It's not COVID. Trust me.
You've been found innocent of COVID?
Yes, I've been found innocent of COVID.
That's good to hear, man.
Oh, shot by Duarte, the big man with a sweep single to a double. Gets the takedown.
You were unjustly charged.
And he's looking for the fall here. Minute 10 to go, first period.
How long has this match been going on?
I don't know. It may take me longer to set up tonight.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, a 1-versus-1, you would never see something like it. It's really interesting.
Well, Cape is well undermanned tonight. We knew that this morning when I texted with Coach Mattioni to get his potential lineup. And, yeah, it is what it is. And
so here we go. Number 4, Alex Taylor. He's an 11th grader, 8-3 at 195. Keyshawn Drumgo, who I love to watch wrestle.
I love to watch him play football.
Yeah, actually, that's not Keyshawn Drumgo.
No, it's not. Oh, this is Brock Rhodes.
Yeah, so Brock Rhodes, he's a freshman, 0-3. So he's a 2. He switches back and forth, 95, 220. So at 95, Max Agresti, who was in the finals at the Beast, which was incredible, and he wrestled Sasso, which I thought was, and he was in about as deep as a shot to end the match as you could possibly be.
Shrug to a double. And takedown for Taylor.
Gabe Cannon's number 2 from Sussex Central. Ellis
This
Cannon.
is going to be a weight class that moves a lot. I have a feeling.
That's all right. We're going to go through the numbers right now and see what we got.
I'm just saying it's going to be an exciting weight.
Oh, it is? Okay, good.
Yeah.
I tell you what, because Alex Taylor and Shamir Nelson had a great match at the Beast. Shamir Nelson's 5th, and Keyshawn Drumgo, it's 6th. So it looks like he'll be wrestling 220 today.
I think 195 has the most parity this year. I think you're going to see a lot of moving back and forth throughout the season.
And these guys are moving good. I mean, Taylor's moving good. Rhodes looks like he can move on his feet
After
too.
the semifinal football game, I was finished up some interviews, and Ellis Cannon made a point to come up to me before he left the stadium to say, "Just letting you know I'm back."
He's He's tough, man. I mean, he wrestled Andre Curry tough.
His freshman year.
His freshman year. I remember he said, "No one takes Ellis down." That's what he said. I was like, "Yeah, I think you just got taken down." He's tough, though, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him back.
4-2 lead.
Taylor has taken a lot of shots.
He has. Takedown, 6-2. 12 seconds to go here in the first period.
And Taylor was 3rd at 220 last year, Benny.
Right.
But I actually think 195 can sometimes be a tougher weight class than
they're a little quicker,
yeah. And 220 is a kind of a tweener weight where the college guys aren't, you're not going to be a heavyweight usually at 220.
Second period underway. 6-2 lead for Taylor.
Oh. Tough cradle. Taylor looks like he's fighting it off. He's going to come out the other side. Oh, right to the left. Taylor's strong. He's got the hips. He's strong.
Gets the Turk on the way down.
Yeah.
And 8-2.
I think this match to end up turning into a showcase for good wrestlers.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We haven't seen. Yeah, you haven't seen a lot of tough matchups. I mean, 32 was probably the closest, but you just ended up seeing an all-star display of a lot
from both sides.
Yeah, from both sides. Yeah, which is really unusual. Usually, if it was going to be closer, you'd try and put some guys on some other guys. You might have ran Kling up on Frederick and bumped everybody up. When they bumped at 20 and Holt wrestled the second string guy, I thought they were going to bump, but they didn't.
Right, they didn't. No.
Yeah, I thought they were going to bump Poor up on Alvarez and so on and so forth.
10-4 is your score here. Second period with 45 seconds to go.
But they just inserted the second string guy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Iannoni's hurt or.
Yeah.
Stall call on Rhodes. 41 seconds to go here, second period.
So Rhodes got called for stalling for getting pushed out of bounds.
And that was just a
and
penalty.
then he gave him a penalty point for pushing him. I don't think it's going to factor in.
No. And takedown for Taylor, 12-5.
You know you cut it right when the guy goes all the way down, his head goes down. You know what I mean? It's one thing when he goes down to one arm or stuff, but when he goes face first in the mat, you know you cut it right. Yeah, Taylor's definitely keeping the intensity the whole match. All the top-ranked guys have kept the intensity of the whole match, you know? I mean, Poor, Hall, Luke Poor,
Rhodes
Frederick.
keeping it close, 12-6.
Yeah, Rhodes. Oh.
Yeah, that's going to take us to the third period.
That's the thing as a coach, you always tell them, don't cut them at the end. If you're playing that game,
20 seconds is the rule.
20 seconds is the rule. Don't cut them at the end unless you know you can take them down because you're just giving up a point.
So Rhodes going to go bottom. Nope, we're going to go neutral. And
looks like he cut him.
Yeah, he's going to give him the free release. It makes it 12-7.
Yeah, that's where you get jammed up when you play. Let him up.
Right,
take
so
him down, let him up.
In a matter of 15 seconds, you gave him 2 points.
Yeah.
But gets the takedown right away.
Looks like he's cutting him again.
Goes up 14-8.
I will tell you this, Taylor's going to keep shooting. That much I do know.
Minute 30 to go in the third period at 195 pounds.
Oh, nice single.
Yes, it was.
A little Gable Stevenson misdirection. Kyle Snyder does that same shot too, kind of like just enough, you know.
16-7 lead for Alex Taylor.
We got to watch. Did you watch Nick Feldman this weekend from Malvern Prep to
I
heavyweight?
did. Yes, yeah.
Man.
OW.
I wouldn't want to wrestle him if I was a college heavyweight.
Going to Ohio State next year.
He won a couple college opens. I think he won the Clarion Open and another one. He beat a couple ranked guys already.
I think there was talk that he was going to play football too, but I'm not sure that's happening now.
Yeah. He looks like an Olympic hopeful to me.
Yes.
He has that look, you know.
He reminds you of a Snyder.
Yeah, he looks like Snyder. He looks like a cross between Brock Lesnar and Kyle Snyder, which is not a bad thing to be crossed between. Yeah. It's like 30 seconds left, 15-8. 16-8,
16-8, yeah, he's got the major. Yeah, go the other direction. Takedown for Taylor.
Do you cut him or ride him out?
And
what's your rule, Benny?
I think you ride this out.
Oh, don't cut him. Uh-oh. And then definitely one not to. That'll drive a coach crazy.
Yes.
Go to cut him and get reversed. That's grounds for extra running.
Shot double A, and time's going to run out. And that's the end of the match at 195. 18-9 decision, major decision for Alex Taylor, which is going to bring us to 220, where we have number 2 ranked Dalton Deavy for the Vikings.
So here we go, 220, Dalton Deavy, ranked number 2 in the state. State runner-up last year in 2021, was in the quarterfinalists at the Beast, and I think he won the Southern Slam. He's wrestling Keyshawn Drumgo, a senior. He's 1-3. I've seen him wrestle a lot, and he's got all the tools to put it together. Both these kids really do.
I know he was all-district player of the year. I don't know if he was all-class double A player, but he was all-state.
I thought you were all-district player of the year this year again.
No. Commentator, I guess.
Commentator, yeah. Big
Let me
difference.
tell you something. Keyshawn Drumgo could run the rock. Love watching him run the football.
Yeah. And Deavy's really, you know, he's put together a really good year this year. I think he's a grinder. He's not super flashy, and he's a kid that knows how to win matches. So we'll see if he can put that together here. But, you know, he's not afraid to win close matches and grind it out. So Frank Miller from Slazy Adams, number 1.
Beast placer.
I tell you what, I was there the whole weekend. I didn't see the kid. And I couldn't believe he placed. And then I talked to him a little bit afterwards. I was totally amazed. He was the nicest, humblest kid.
Right.
His brother was a state champ. Dalton Deavy, Cape Henlopen's 2. Tyler August from DMA is 3. Josh Dyer, who's 4, who's been around forever too.
Right.
Cal Howe, Kurt Howe's son, is 5th. And Brendan Timmons, he's a senior. He's 6 at 220, and his brother's
45 to go here. No score at
6
220.
at 170. In some ways, I think this might be more of the matchup. I didn't think Drumgo was going to bump up there. So I didn't really know. But it's 52-16, so. And I think they didn't weigh in a heavyweight.
Oh, they didn't rate Deluzio in?
I don't think they did.
When I got to the gym, I was looking down here, and there's pictures of the senior basketball players, and Drumgo's there holding a basketball. I don't know if he plays both sports or.
Really?
Or maybe he just showed up for photo day. I'll have to ask afterwards.
See him, what, banging under the boards, getting rebounds?
Yeah.
Post up 3.
9 seconds to go. And
basketball and wrestling are 2 good life skills to learn. Forget about golf and tennis.
Right. No score at the end of the first period, so.
Yeah, I don't see a heavyweight warming up, and then one didn't come out for introductions.
Okay, so then.
But that means nothing. There might be someone right now ready to roll. So we're looking at an hour.
Yeah, this is a quick one.
Will we be getting a refund on the $5 we paid to get in or no?
Yeah, right. Quick escape for Devy.
Oh, boot scoop.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gets the takedown. 3-0 lead for Devy.
Devy with the quick boot scoot. You don't see that a lot from 220 guys, man.
No.
That's the thing that impresses me most about Devy is that he can explode and be explosive when he needs to be and slow it down when he needs it to be. Drumgo, to me, looks like a blast double guy.
Right.
But I don't think I've ever seen him.
He's a linebacker in football.
He's a linebacker in football. So, yeah, he looks like a snap blast double guy. He just can't clear the hands. Right. He's having a hard time clearing the hands. I just think those blast double guys, they don't care about the hands.
No.
You know what I mean? They just shoot.
They'll run through a wall.
Yeah, they shoot right through the hands, yeah.
Shot takedown by Devy.
We've seen a few different shots by Devy today. A few ones that you wouldn't expect. I will say the Caravel and the Cape coaching staff are still deep into it.
Yeah, they are.
They don't care what the score is.
They got a couple around, one ranked at 95, one ranked at 220 on the mat.
Yeah. Hey, anytime ranked guys wrestle each other, they don't care what weight they're at. They want to do their best and pick up a win. They might be thinking about moving him up, though. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's what I thought. What this match might be about? Where are we?
Yeah, where are we?
Yeah.
I'd rather not wrestle Agresti.
Right. He really hasn't committed to a shot yet, though. 5-2 lead going into the third. Coming up after the last match, we'll take a break, take a commercial timeout, and we'll come back and with the wrestler of the night, the Hammer of the Night, brought to you by the Henlopen Hammer Wrestling Club.
That's where they build champions, Benny.
Yeah, we got a few.
I will say that if you look at, in all seriousness, if you look at the state championships of the last 10 years, a lot of them have come through the program. A lot of them, especially the Henlopen South guys, Henlopen North, Henlopen South guys. Hey, I'm happy to have the Henlopen championships back this year.
Yes,
that's going to be
absolutely.
I didn't realize how much I missed that after.
And how much weird it made the season.
How weird it made the season, yeah, and the rankings.
Drumgo in on a single.
The crowd explodes. Wow. That's an unusual style finish right there. It looks like he's going to get it, though. Caravel is insisting. Yeah, that's 2, Benny.
And he gets the 2. Take down Drumgo. That makes this a 5-5. A 5-5 match. Third period.
1:15 left. 5-5. Devy on bottom. Devy's tough on bottom. It's one of his better positions.
He's not going to cut him. He's going to ride him.
The thing is, do you cut him and go right to the takedown? Or
Yeah,
do
he's
you
going
ride
to
him?
give him the free release.
Yeah, I would think with a minute 15, you don't want to ride him and then get taken down and ridden out, you know? You want to give him a chance.
6-5 lead for Devy.
It's so often these big matches come down to that last takedown.
Right.
Who's got a shot? And Devy showed us a couple different shots.
Right. Showed them all out of ties, though. So interesting that Drumgo's tying back up with him.
And Devy's shot defense is actually really good. Sometimes when your shot defense is good, looking to let the guy take a slightly off shot. That's better than taking a shot of your own. Just letting them take something not perfect, something straight on.
Drumgo looking to shoot from space here now.
Yeah.
40 seconds to go.
If I was Drumgo, I would not tie up. I would definitely try and.
Both of DV's scores came out of ties.
Yeah, and DV wants to tie it up, slow it down. Maybe have one shot, finish it off.
And there's your stall call on DV. So 27 seconds to go. Drumgo has the stall call on DV. DV shoots.
We haven't seen many stall calls tonight. I guess when you have 13 pins, you don't see a lot of stall calls.
Under 20 to go. Drumgo unable to get behind.
10 seconds, Benny. Think he's going to hit him again?
He's in on that single. Two, one, and that's going to be a 6-5 win for Dalton Devey.
Good match.
It was.
Well fought. Two contrasting styles, too. It was a really good match.
And it looks like there's not going to be a heavyweight match. So Deluzio, I guess, did not weigh in. So number one ranked Lucas Rupert is going to get the forfeit.
Yeah, Lucas Rupert, state runner-up in 2021, is going to come out here. If he can get his headgear clicked on, he can get the forfeit. And Alex Deluzio, a 10th grader, 3-2, is not going to wrestle. Just to go through the rankings while we get it all together, T.J. Burke, Rupert's number one. T.J. Burke from Indian River, who I haven't seen wrestle yet this year, is two. I don't know what's going on with that. Cal Denegris from DMA, a 9th grader who is a big kid. Bobby Meister, who we saw from Cesar Rodney. He was 3 years back up to the 3-time defending state champ. Theo Carr from McKean. And Dominic Sama, who was at DMA, is now at Sally. So Cape Henlopen, Smyrna, Salesianum, Cesar Rodney, and Sussex Central are the top 5 teams. And we just saw our number one team here, Caravel, DMA, Laurel, Indian River, and Woodbridge. And, dude, Caravel looked good.
Scott, let's take a commercial time out, and we're going to get our hammer of the night for an interview. We'll be right back, folks.
High school athletics is not what it used to be. The sporting goods industry has been disrupted, adding to coach and athletic director daily challenges. BSN Sports stands ready to change the fundamentals of our industry, giving our customers the advantages they need right now. Your dedicated local sales pro is supported with nationwide team service, including sport and category experts. Get the look of D1 colleges and pro teams with our program that streamlines ordering your staff apparel, player gear, and fanwear. Stretch your budget with our fundraising solution. Free and ready in minutes. Our campus branding products are perfect for boosting school and team pride.
15 seconds long.
BSN Sports has the advantages you need right now.
And welcome back to Delaware Live Sports. With me is our hammer of the night, the outstanding wrestler, Dylan Knight. Dylan, you were the Iononi specialty sandwich match of the night, and you took on the guy from Georgia that came up here, kind of highly touted, 5A qualifier in Georgia, regional place winner. Talk about your match, because you went out there and you got the big win.
Yeah, I just knew I needed to handle business, recap, and work on what I didn't do at Beast. Came up a little short, not what I wanted, but had to come out there, work on what I needed to work on, and got 5 for the team. So.
Yeah, got the tech fall, a big win. He's ranked at 26, but still a ranked wrestler. You guys got coming in now. You're coming out of December. Some big matches coming up. I'm sure your eyes are on the independent conference and the state tournament. Twice denied. What's your focus going to be for the next 2 months?
Just working to my goal of state title. I know I got to put a lot of work in the room, work hard with all my boys, and just try to get that state title. Talk
about this team. I know Cape came in undermanned tonight, but you guys took care of business. Big win for you guys. Obviously, another Division II title in your sights. Talk about this Caravel team.
It's just a brotherhood, really. We come to practice every day, work hard together every day, hang out outside of the room together. We're just all really close like brothers. So when match time comes, we all know we got to show out for each other and do what we got to do. So,
Folks, your wrestler, your hammer of the night, Dylan Knight. We'll be right back to close this thing out.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine overlooking the bay. House favorites include signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, our famous 54 burger, all accompanied by a wine spectator wine list and a great selection of craft ales and cocktails. Catch 54 offers delicious nightly specials, award-winning waterfront dining views, and the best happy hour in town.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week.
See you soon.
Hi, it's Scott and Lauren from Sodell Concepts.
And today we're at Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Catch 54 is committed to serving beautiful.
So welcome back to Caravel Academy, folks. That's a wrap for the night. Your final score of the Caravel Buccaneers, 52. Cape Henlopen, 21. Your wrestler of the night, Dylan Knight, with the winner of the Ione Specialty Sandwich Match of the night. Folks, our next bout will be first Wednesday in January. We'll be heading down to Caesar Rodney when the Sussex Tech Ravens take on the Caesar Rodney Riders in Camden. Thanks to Pat Gariantes, Ethan Minshall, and, of course, Scott Kammerer from Delaware Live. Have a good night.